Hello and welcome back to another episode of Maine Forges and Mines. Here I am in a quarry in Bridgeton, Maine, abandoned many moons ago, and I'm looking to find mineralized veins of anything. So let's get started and let me show you what I found. Well, I'm on my way to a quarry, do a little geological lensing and see what we got down here. I'm on top of Bear Trap Mountain. Hello, elm tree. Lots of elms out here. Great sign. Some pine, some hemlock, and we're keep on going, getting close to those quarries now. There's 5 altogether, but I'm told like 3 or 4 are overgrown. There's only one of note down here. I like when the roots go over the rock like that. That's pretty cool. Playing along a rock wall of our oldest blacksmith shop in the guild, I saw this beautiful broken garnet about an inch wide. So I'm gonna go see if there's any garnets in this quarry, because that came from the same rock source. Well, it starts getting steep for sure. I didn't sign on for that, but here we go. I'm still recovering for almost losing my leg in Brazil there and being stuck in Brazil for the last 2 years. Some mica mineralization going on here. Very interesting. So here's my first exposed granite cap. I'm assuming that's granite. Haven't taken a closer look yet. So we must be on top of the first quarry. I was told by the locals they're not that impressive except for that one. I don't see any signs of obvious mineralization on that exposed bedrock, so I'm going to keep going. And more of the same granite from above us. There's lots of granite through the woods here above my head. But I don't see any obvious mineralization. Perhaps, what's going on there? Let's check that out. Well, I found myself some, I believe, is chalcedony. Look at that. Yeah, it's quartzy, but that's very fine grain quartz. So maybe microcrystalline, but that's borderline chalcedony. Why this quartz is important and why all this broken rock is important is because the quartz is brittle. It's not very ductile. And it's usually the last thing to move because it has a harder Mohs scale than the rock around it. So that's usually why you have mounds of earth and rock after the glacier has passed over it. So I'm assuming that's what happened here. The soft rock broke over the veins of quartz and microcrystalline silica. I'm going to try to dislodge this piece of quartz here and see what we got going on. Could take some doing, I think. We're exploring that with a geologist hammer. I did come across what seems to be almost like an amethyst quartz. A lot of smoky quartz in there. No garnets, but I would say that's borderline amethyst. We're getting there. So it's definitely smoky quartz. That purple looking quartz, I wanted to say it's amethyst, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But I know that the vein, the mineralized vein here, running up the hill, also is running in that direction. So let's check it out. On second thought, I pulled back some of this moss and revealed this interesting stuff. We got some pyrite crystals in here. This is the mineralization for sure. Just not sure where it goes after this. Probably down. Well, I pulled out the seam. It wasn't actually in the bedrock. So we got a lot of mica in here, which is good. We're getting close to some pretty serious mineralization, but we're not quite there yet. And the rock is getting bigger too, so the grain size of the rock is getting larger, which is a good size. Good sign. It's a large piece of mica, chalcedony, and quartz. Dirty quartz. Let's keep looking down the hill here and seeing what we can find. Yep. So my instincts were correct. We have the quartz vein, the mineralized vein, running through here. You can see the mica and the quartz, and the chalcedony going in that direction. Might even fault to the left a little bit. Here's one of the quarries. They call it quarry number 4. It is fairly small, but that's where they got a lot of that ledge stone for basements of houses in town. All right, so we're here coming on to quarry 2. It's much larger. You can kind of see it through the trees there. And I've already found amethyst, white chalcedony, smoky quartz, black tourmaline, and now let's see what we can find in this quarry. All right, entering quarry 2. Very nice. What can we find in here? Garnets, speak to me. So here I'm at the base of these workings of the old quarry, and I can see where some of the silicates and other things intruded into the granite they were harvesting here. You can see these strange inclusions here of feldspar and mica and quartz. I've already found amethyst here, a rough amethyst, but amethyst nonetheless. So I'm going to walk to the other side of the quarry here, but I've already found more of that mineralized vein from that one rock that I've already pointed out to you. It's getting thicker as we go in this direction. So let's keep going in this direction. And while I walk over there, I'll tell you why I'm at this quarry today. I met a new person, a new acquaintance named Terrence. He just moved here from California and bought an old amethyst mine, and then he's doing pretty impressive things. So I decided to meet him and see, how the guild can help. And we're happy to be liaisons, if you will, to new miners in Maine and people who are struggling with oversight and other issues. So if you're watching this and you want assistance like in those sorts of things, feel free to reach out to the Maine Blacksmiths Guild. Yeah, this is pretty overgrown for a quarry. I've lost the mineralized vein under all this rubble. I'm assuming this is the stuff they didn't want, or just this is old glacial erratics mixed with some of the tailings of the broken rock, but let's keep looking. So I came up here. I was just down there, and that quartz vein that I showed you is on the other side of those rocks. So I came up to this bigger boulder they had removed off the side of the wall here, and I found this mineralized vein here, and someone had already chipped away at it. I don't think they found anything they wanted to find, because they stopped. They just left a few chips here. So clearly they had a rock hammer, but they had no idea what they were looking at. I mean, these are the first quarry sounds this place has probably heard in a long time. Just trying to chip out what I think is a garnet or a crystal of some sort. We'll see if this comes out or not. Hopefully I don't lose it into the abyss. There we go. To the abyss it goes. Well, I couldn't find it, but we're definitely getting feldspar out of this. And I can definitely tell we can get garnets out of this as well, but just have to look more. There is another piece of this kind of mineralized quartz / feldspar over here, so I'm going to check that out. So I got this about loose now. See if this comes off. Not yet. All right, let's take this off. There we go. Got some broken pieces here. Starting to shatter. Mica, dirty quartz, feldspars. Ooh, there's some more iron mineralization there, or something else. Pyrites, some more pyrites in this piece. Okay, now let's take off this one. Pyrites. Surprise, surprise. Oh, wow. Lots of mica. Yeah, we got lots of mica in there. It looks like there's a garnet. There's actually some garnets in here, actually, so I'll probably take this back and try to get them out because I'm losing daylight. Get a garnet here, smoky quartz there. It's all right. It's okay. Show you. So that's what the new exposed rock looks like. I mean, I'm sure if I pan that, I'd find some heavies for sure. Mica, pyrites, iron mineralization, normal from Maine. So I ended up breaking up that large rock there. Didn't want to take it with me. So I found a garnet, and these are all what we call smoky amethysts, even a little one in between my pinky and my index finger. But so that's not a total loss. So what I've discovered is this mineralized vein goes all the way over to quarry number 3. This is quarry number 2. I'm going to go to quarry number 1 and check out that. But there's definitely a vein running across this mountain that's mineralized with chalcedony and purple amethyst. Well, I should say amethyst. So I found this in the walking trail here. The quarry is down there that we were just in. There's the entrance path. You can see it way in the distance. The entrance to the foot trail to that quarry over there. The mineralized zone, in theory, would be coming down this direction. And I found this sitting in the path. It seems to be Definitely quartz. And a few other minerals that I can't identify. Definitely feldspar. But I think it runs this way. The thing to determine is, does it get more mineralized that direction or more mineralized that direction? The amethyst was much darker in the quarry than it was on that chalcedony vein over there. So I think maybe we need to, when I come back, is go to that quarry and hit it up again. Well, look down here. We got some more mineralization. It's not as strong, but this looks like it had rolled downhill from up there. So there could be mineralization in that like ridge right there. Let me take a gander up there. Now that I think about it, the hydrothermal system that created all this mineralization in the granite probably is complex and multi-veined. So what I'm probably is approaching the actual larger vein higher up. That makes more sense. And the glacier from 10,000 years or 12,000 years ago pushed everything off, and that's why we saw that down there just now. I think I might actually be onto something here. I think the mineralization is exposed here from the glacier scraping over the top of this mountain. Yep, there's some mineralization right there. That could be that chalcedony vein that we followed in the quarry number 4 down there. Now quarry number 2 is back on the other side of this apophysis, or hill. I'm assuming it's an apophysis. Now an apophysis, for those who don't know, is a dike of a pluton. Now pluton is magma that didn't breach the surface, that cooled slowly. And an apophysis is a dike offshoot of a pluton. All right, there's some sign of mineralization. Yep. Great success. I guess I'm on the right path here, guys. Here I am at the bedrock at the top of the mountain. Got some of that chalcedony and heavy mineralization. And that runs down toward quarry number 3 and 4, where we saw the chalcedony and that dirty amethyst. Over there is quarry number 4, rather. I'm sorry, quarry 4 is over there. Quarry 3, 2, and 1 are down here. And quarry 5 is up this path. But yeah, this is a good indicator. Definitely the glaciers exposed us on the top of the mountain, and now I can use that to find more mineralization. It's definitely a multi-veined hydrothermal system. You can see the remnants everywhere going up as well. And you can definitely see there's more veins here. So this is definitely confirmed a multi-veined hydrothermal system. And the top of the mountain is indicative of exposing those veins. So this is definitely worth a return visit. I mean, there's so much here. Just so much. I imagine there's a lot more on the actual top. And here is the last quarry on the trip today, up top of Bear Trap Mountain. Yep, again, this is stone for houses here in town. Abandoned a long time ago as a quarry. And I'm using it as a geological lens to see what we got going on the earth. Well, Maine's blueberries are in season. If you haven't had a Maine blueberry, you're missing out in the world. Look at them. Very tasty. Make great juice. Yep. Well, there's the oldest blacksmith shop still in use there in Maine. Well, before I go, I guess I should eat some of these wild blueberries. Yes. These blueberries are top notch. Top notch. Maine blueberries, man. Lobsters, potatoes, and blueberries. We're famous for it. Well, the rain has arrived, and it's forcing me off the mountain. Hey, as it should be. We definitely need the rain. But it's been very interesting looking at what's been on this mountain next to the oldest blacksmith shop in Maine that's still in use. I've been working there for over 20 years and never knew of the minerals in the mountain behind me. So it's a newfound passion of mine outside of just prospecting for iron. I mean, iron and gold were my thing as a kid growing up as an apprentice. I was always looking for iron to smelt. Gold was just an additional thing by accident, a pleasant accident. But now that I've learned a lot more about geology, I'm using that knowledge to find all sorts of things and share that knowledge with you. So I appreciate you guys joining me on this adventure. And definitely consider liking and subscribing if you want to catch more geology, random facts, adventure, blacksmithing, artisanal mining. At the Maine Blacksmiths Guild, we're always looking to forge new connections and collaborations and meet new people and share ideas. So always feel free to reach out. And until next time, take care.